Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about updates from qualifying for the Qatar Grand Prix. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. Also make sure to follow me on X at James's Pit Lane, and I'll leave a link in the description, but let's jump straight into the video. So it's Oscar Piastri who took pole position for the Grand Prix tomorrow. Now Oscar entered this weekend 24 points behind his teammate Lando Norris, and with there only being 2 rounds to go, including the Qatar Grand Prix, Piastri needs to put together one of his best ever weekends to stay in the title fight, and well, he's doing just that. He took the sprint pole, he took the sprint win, so reduced the gap in the standings to 22 points to Norris, and now he's gone and taken pole position for the Qatar Grand Prix. So yeah, Piastri is doing everything he needs to do to stay in this title fight. And speaking about taking pole, Piastri said, "We left the car pretty much the same. Everything felt great all weekend. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. The team did a great job. We had a question mark on which tyres to use because I did a quick lap on the used tyres in Q2, but Q3 was very good on the new tyres, so I'm very happy. With the 2 stops tomorrow, we will be pushing hard the whole time. It will be a tough race, hard work, but incredibly fun." Now, it was incredibly close between Piastri and Norris throughout qualifying, although Norris did have a couple of incidents throughout the sessions. I mean, in Q2, his first run was deleted for track limits. And then in Q3, he had another incident. Basically, in the first runs, Norris was just ahead of Piastri. Norris had provisional pole, but then for the second runs, Norris left the garage first, and he left with time to do 2 cool-down laps and 1 push lap. This is something Max Verstappen had been doing throughout qualifying. However, Norris just decided to go straight for it after coming out of the garage instead of doing 2 cool laps, and his first corner was good, but following turn 2, Norris lifted off, so lost the lap, and he didn't make it round in time to do 1 more lap, and Piastri, who left the garage later than Norris, ended up getting that pole position on his last run in Q3. So what happened with Norris? Well, speaking about Norris's aborted final attempt, McLaren team boss Andrea Stella said, as quoted by Sky F1, "He didn't actually go off track, but in corner 2, he was about to go off, so he needed to back off and brake to avoid going off track. So at that stage, the lap was just gone. Corner 1 was good, but the attempt didn't last very long." Now, in my opinion, even if Norris had made it round for 1 more go at pole position, I don't think he would have got pole position at that point. I mean, he'd already taken a lot of life out of the tyres through turns 1 and 2, and in order to make it to the line to do 1 more run, he would have had to push, and that would have taken even more life out of the tyres. So yeah, I think pole position was gone after he lifted off the throttle. And yeah, it means he starts P2 tomorrow, and he's got Max Verstappen starting in P3 behind him, and I'd rather be starting in P3 than P2, because where Piastri and Verstappen are starting, that's the cleaner side of the track, and as we know, Verstappen needs to finish ahead of Norris in the Grand Prix tomorrow in order to stay in the title fight. So turn 1 at the start is going to be absolutely crucial. It's going to be great to watch the start tomorrow. I can't wait. But let's move on to Williams. Now, Carlos Sainz put on a great performance with him going P7. That's a great result for him. However, the team were called to the stewards following qualifying, following an incident with Sainz. Basically, coming out of the pits in Q3, Sainz was heard complaining of plastic on my tyres over team radio, with the team then confirming that a sticker from the floor of his car had peeled off, and you saw the plastic on Sainz's tyre. And then we saw an onboard with Sainz, and in turn 1, it looked like he was driving on ice. He just had no control of the car before the plastic eventually left the tyre. So yeah, Williams were called to the stewards, and the stewards have said that Sainz was released from the pits with floor stickers from the garage attached to the rear tyres, and in their verdict, the stewards have decided to issue Williams a €5,000 fine, with them saying the team advised that it had been using this floor sticker since mid-season and had not previously experienced any problems with it peeling off the floor. However, ultimately, the team is responsible for ensuring that the car is not released in an unsafe condition, and video evidence showed that that the driver had great difficulty in controlling the car, thus the stewards determined that this was an unsafe situation. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.